keeping my head up.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Today I'm going to be doing just kind of like a talk through, chit chat, doing my makeup type of video. I wanted this not to be so serious, no like backdrop, no like step-by-step makeup tutorial, none of that. I'm just kind of getting ready for today. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is a little damp. It's actually looking pretty crazy right now, but yeah, that's the point of this video. I kind of just wanted to like come on here, do my makeup, raw, unedited type of video, and just talk about some things that are going on in my life, personally, relationship wise, financially, anything kind of just that's on my mind right now, and just kind of share it with you guys. I personally think that when you talk about like things going on in life or your problems or whatever it may be, the more you talk about it, the more it's kind of like you're accepting of the situation. And I honestly feel like if I talk about some stuff going on in my life, that I might be able to help some people out there. So that's kind of what this video is going to be about. So if you're interested, please continue watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, or if you want to see more videos from me. I'm trying to get videos up every like once a week. I do work, so it's kind of difficult, and I have a child, but like I'm really working on it. This is something that I'm passionate about, so as I get better with editing videos and all that stuff, I will be trying to put out more videos. So please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave some comments, and yeah, let's get right. So I already moisturized my face. I use the Olay daily moisturizer, and it actually leaves my face like super moisturized, and I don't know if you guys can tell, I look kind of shiny. That's because it does have sunscreen in it, which if you don't have sunscreen in your moisturizer, what are you doing? You're gonna get sunspots and all that stuff. Like, even if you're wearing makeup, you still need to put like sunscreen under your makeup. So that's kind of like why my face is looking a little oily and shiny right now, but I think it works well. I'm not gonna talk too much about the products that I'm using in the video, because like I said, I want this video to be more talking about whatever's on my mind, going on in my life, and things like that. So any products that I'm using, I will leave in the description down below if you're interested. So yeah, I don't know where I want to start. I guess we can kind of start about like, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a background, like a quick background, not like super in-depth, but something that I'm struggling with right now, and that is getting a job. It kind of even just sucks to say it, because when you think about like not being able to get a job, you think about like your self-worth and why you're not able to get a job. And it's been really hard for me personally, because like I went to college and everything. So yeah, so basically I graduated from college with my bachelor's degree in December of 2017, and it is now August 2018. Okay, so I graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration with a focus in management. And yeah, I mean, the struggle has been real to get a job after college, and I know this is honestly something really common. I mean, I knew it was common, but I didn't think it was like this bad. It's been what, like 8-9 months now that I've been actively looking for a job and out of school, like available to work full-time, and I cannot get a full-time job. Not that I can't get one. Okay, I feel like that sounds so bad. Not that I can't get one, but I've been struggling to get a job in my field of study, more specifically in what I want to do as a career and like begin my career. So because you can really do anything with business administration. That's kind of one of the biggest reasons why I got a business degree, because you can do a lot with it. But specifically, I want to go into human resources. I want to go into career development one day. So I see myself working like at a college, helping students to, this sounds so ironic too, it's so crazy, because what I want to do is basically help students with what I'm struggling right now. So I want to give back and help students get jobs, internships, start their career development. Is kind of just like along the lines of helping people get jobs and, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much excel further in life, right? So that's what I want to do, and it's so funny because I can't get a job, right? I mean, okay, I do have a job. So basically, if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I have a mirror right here. That's why I don't have like a viewfinder on my camera or like a little flip up screen. So that's why I have the mirror down here where I'm looking at to do my makeup. Anyways, so like I've been blending a long time. I'm also kind of nervous doing this video because this is like my first video where it's like really just raw and not so serious, like perfected to put on the internet. I know this is gonna, I mean, maybe I might not even put this on the internet because I do, you know, it's been really hard for me to open up to people about my situation without feeling like judged or like, you know, I'm just really careful about who I open up to. It's really hard for me to just open up to anybody. So, I mean, maybe I'll end up chickening out and not putting this video up. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I do have a job right now. It is part-time and it is in a human resources department. So you're probably thinking like, okay, great. So what's the problem? Oh, by the way, boba is life. Like, I'm obsessed. I love boba. Green tea matcha from 70s Cafe. It's right here in Alhambra, and I go through the drive-thru, which is even worse because it just makes the perfect excuse to just go right through the drive-thru and get my green tea. So but I actually have a video of going up soon where you can make one of these at home, where I'm teaching you how to make one at home, so you don't have to spend so much money because I have a problem. Okay. So, like I was saying, I do have a job right now. It's part-time in the Human Resources Department. Technically, it's an internship. So I got this internship last year right before I graduated college. It's a paid internship, so I'm thankful for that. But it is only part-time, and I just feel like I'm ready to move forward and move on. Like, I learned a lot that as much as I can here in this position. And so many people ask me like, oh, well, like, can't they just hire you full time? Do they like you? How come they don't want to keep you? That's not the situation at all. Where I work, it's a government job. So it's for the county of Los Angeles. And government jobs is based on funding, right? So from our taxes that we pay, goes into different things. So for example, where I am working at is for housing. So it's like we take care of Section 8 and all that type of stuff. So whatever funding is given from the administration, which right now currently it's the Trump administration, is kind of what they use to allocate jobs. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it's not like they can just open a full-time job for me. There has to be, it has to be in their budget. And right now, the way it's looking for like the economy as far as like putting money into the housing, I mean, if you live in Los Angeles, you know that like the housing issue here in Los Angeles is a huge problem, but yet there's a little funding. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna leave it at, because it's kind of, you know, it can get complicated trying to explain it. But basically, no full-time job available where I work, and it's not like they could just give me one, versus like private companies where if they liked me, they liked how well I worked, they would, you know, offer me a full-time job or whatever. So that's my situation where I work now. I've been there for almost a year. It'll be a year in September, so next month I'll be hitting my year mark. But like I said, I feel like I've just outgrown this place. I've learned a lot, and I'm really ready to just take that next step in my career and just get my career started. And not to mention too, I have a son, so financial pressure wise, it's like the pressure is there to get a full-time job. I think the suckiest part about my situation is that I got pregnant at 20 years old and I had my son at 21. And I never stopped going to school during that whole time. During that whole time that I was pregnant, I continued to do online school. I remember specifically right when I had Noah in January was right when the winter quarter was starting, and I didn't use my pregnancy or having a kid as an excuse. I never made an excuse for myself, and I took online courses. And I even remember, like, I will never forget, like, during my breastfeeding days with my son, like, having my son here breastfeeding and, like, on the computer and just trying to get my classes done and study and all that stuff. Like, I was always a dedicated student. And I also, too, I guess wanted to prove to my parents that, like, because I had a kid earlier than expected, didn't mean that I couldn't finish school and accomplish all the goals that I wanted to in my life. So I never stopped going to school. It never set me back. Having a child never set me back. I finished, you know, college. But now I kind of just feel like I'm in that point in my life where, like, okay, great. I put all that time into college, put all that effort, money, and just, like, those nights of crying and hard work, and I did it, and it's like, great, I got my degree. Now what? And I know so many people feel this way. I know, like, trust me, and I'm not the first one to go through this. So many people go through this when they finish college, especially people that don't have experience. It's so crazy because they're asking for jobs nowadays. They're asking for experience and a degree. So it's like, cool, I was spending my whole time getting a degree, couldn't really work full time or get that experience because I was dedicated in school. So how am I supposed to get the experience? And then it's like, if you're just working, hustling, getting that experience, you hit a certain, you know, point in your career where it's like, I need that degree. So it's kind of hard to, like, the best situation is to simultaneously do both, right? But being a young mom, that wasn't really, like, an option for me. I couldn't really, I mean, I did work full time when I was going to school, but it wasn't in, like, my career or anything that, like, I wanted to do. It was in sales, and I knew I didn't want to do that for a living. So that's kind of like my situation with that. I've been struggling to find a job, and sometimes I feel like, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm getting next. Sometimes I feel like I haven't been able to get a job because maybe I have something, like, God has something better in store for me. I mean, that's not how I feel. I know that, you know, all those jobs, I've had plenty of interviews. I've gone to take many of tests because I am trying to get a government job, okay? I want to stick with working for the public because that's just kind of what I want to do. That's just what I want to do. I don't want to go work for a private company. I want my, you know, skills and what I'm doing to give back to a bigger purpose. So that is why I'm sticking to doing working for just government jobs, like the city or anything like that that has public contact. What was I saying? I feel like I'm rambling on a lot. But yeah, so basically, I just feel like God is, you know, all those doors that have closed in front of me are for a reason, and that God is going to open another door for me. Sometimes I'm like, dang, am I even meant to do what I think I want to do? Like, am I not meant to do, like, go into human resources? Maybe I have to go another route. And, like, I'm not being, like, stubborn. Well, I am being stubborn. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm super stubborn. So I'm like, I know what I want. That's it. I'm the type of person that's like, this is it, that way, and, like, my eyes on the prize type of thing. Like, I don't really change my mind. So especially because I've already changed my mind in college. Like, when I first started, I was a freshman in college, I was a psychology major, and then that didn't work out for me. I didn't drop out, but, like, I left the college that I was going at when I was doing the psychology major, and I went to a community college and kind of just took some time to really think about what it is that I wanted to do, because at such a young age I feel like it's really hard to just decide what you want to do for the rest of your life, correct? I mean, I could be wrong, but that was what it was for me. So yeah, so kind of like starting to question now, like maybe I'm not meant to be doing that. Maybe I'm like looking in all the wrong places and I should be doing something else. And like another thing too, when you're in this situation, you start to question like your self-worth, and like it sucks. It's a sucky situation, but the best thing that I could give advice to people that might be going in a similar situation, maybe it's not like you just graduated school, but like maybe like you hit like a stump in your career, or you don't even know what you want to do at all. The best thing I could say is to really nourish the things you love to do. Focus on that and not focus so much about money, or I mean, obviously money is a huge thing, right? Like I said, I have a son, so it's so hard not to think about money, and I live on my own, so it's so hard not to think about money. But the more I realize happiness truly is worth way more than any amount of money that could ever be, you know, given to you, because you could be working somewhere where you're making so much and completely miserable, but you stay there because you have a house, like a mortgage, and you have kids and you have cars and all that. Like, I don't want to see myself in that situation, which is why I'm being so stubborn now when I'm young, to prevent myself from getting in that situation. What I wanted to say about the whole situation with my career and stuff, if anyone else is in a similar situation, you're not alone. The job market is super competitive in Los Angeles, like super competitive. The one thing I will say is that having a bachelor's degree really isn't enough anymore. Like, it doesn't set you apart as much as it used to. A lot of people are getting bachelor's degrees now, and it's Los Angeles. It's super competitive. So that's something to keep in mind as well. At least that's what I try to remind myself all the time. But one thing I have to say is that, like, basically when I go into a job, I know that they're like a job interview, I know that there's so many other people that have the same skill sets as me, the same degree, maybe even some experience, whatever, yada yada yada. But one thing I try to tell myself before I go to these interviews is, what is it about me that sets me apart from the other candidates? And I like to believe that, like, I have something unique. Everybody has something unique, you know? I also do very well in interviews. I'm very, like, I have really good interpersonal skills. But yeah, I kind of think you need to identify what it is that makes you unique and stay true to that. My memory card got full, so I had to go grab my other memory card. Basically, I just finished filling out my eyebrows, and I don't even remember exactly what I was talking about anymore. So we're gonna talk about something else now. Nothing too depressing anymore, because sometimes that really gets me down, that situation. There will be days where I cry and cry and cry, and there'll be days where I'm more optimistic, and, you know, having faith is something that I can say that has been able to get me through that. So in the meantime, while I have been, you know, on the search for a full-time job in my career, doing something that is meaningful and that will actually fill me with purpose, I have been doing things that make me happy, which, you know, has been modeling. I've been doing a lot of fashion modeling lately, which has been super fun. I've always loved fashion and makeup. I want to continue to do more YouTube videos, you know, makeup related, fashion related, and even, like, I want to start doing more like motivational type of videos, because I know that's something that I look for when I am struggling and going through hard times. I jump on YouTube and start looking at motivational stuff. One thing that has been helping me a lot lately has been watching the church Mosaic. It's a church in Hollywood. I've gone there a couple times, but what I do is I watch online some of their services, and that has been helping me a lot. So I'll actually link their YouTube channel down below so you can check it out. You know, if you just kind of need some spiritual guidance in your life, if you feel like you're going through some stuff, because honestly, personally, it has helped me, and I highly recommend checking it out. So I'll link that down below. But yeah, really just focusing on things that make me happy and that are fun for me has been a really great way to kind of distract me from real life problems, you know. Not that it's so serious, you know. I mean, it's serious. It's my career, it's my future, it's my life, but I'm blessed. I count my blessings every day. I, you know, have a family. My son's healthy and growing. I live on my own. I have a roof over my head. I have food on my table. So I am thankful. I am grateful for what I do have, you know. So I just can't let it get to me all the time. So I've been, you know, putting more effort into makeup and fashion, and just kind of starting some entrepreneurial stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while. So be on the lookout for it. I'm not going to say too much, but I'm just really investing time into myself and things that make me happy. I read a quote the other day. Well, let me see if I can find it. Okay, sorry, it took me a minute to find the quote. I saw it on someone's Instagram story the other day, and then, you know, I tried to go back to look for it, but the stories are only up 24 hours, but I did find it on Google. So it says, one second. Okay. To protect your energy, it's okay to cancel a commitment. It's okay not to answer a call. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to want to be alone. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to do nothing. It's okay to speak up. It's okay to let go. So this really, for me personally, literally just hit everything that I feel right now. I like get into that mood where I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to answer any of these calls. I'm a horrible texter. Like, I just want to just dive deep into my soul and really just do some soul searching, and that's what I've been doing lately. Just kind of doing more things for me, more things that make me happy, which is modeling and just really nourishing that part of my life, because that is what makes me happy. And you know, that's all I can really do. I can't really control the future. I can't control when I'm gonna get a job, the right job. Like I said, when so many doors are closing in front of my face, I'm just turning around and finding another door. I'm finding a window. I'm finding whatever it is that I can do to keep moving forward and ahead in my life, but still doing the things that I love with the people that I love. I've got one more for you, because this one was a good one too. It's kind of about like self-love. It says, how beautiful is it to live in a world where nothing lasts forever. We must learn to fall in love with the love inside us. Only then every moment living will be worth dying for. So like I said, kind of just going back to really just giving yourself that time to love yourself, and you know, just really doing what it is and finding out that what you're passionate about. Only then will God be able to give you beautiful gifts. You know, maybe I'm not ready for those things that I thought I was ready for. Maybe I had to do some more soul searching. Maybe I had to do some other things before I started to do that, or like get full on in my career. I'm like the type of person that just goes in it full head on. Like I don't really think about everything else that needs to be taken care of. So I feel like this situation that I'm in is kind of God telling me that, you know, maybe I wasn't ready, and those jobs weren't for me. Those jobs that I thought were for me, that I, you know, had second interviews and I thought that was the one, and it didn't happen. Like, God's saving something better for me, and I just have to have faith in that, and continue to grow, to grow. And that's really what I'm just focusing on right now, is my growth, and of course my son's growth. It's, you know, one of the beautiful things about having a child younger, is you grow together. It's a beautiful thing, you know. No one's ever ready for a child. Yeah, I did have a kid younger than expected, but no one will ever be 100% fully ready for a kid. You don't know what it's like until you actually have a kid. And so that's one thing that I say is, like, it's such a beautiful thing, is that we're growing together, we're blooming together. And I hope just one day he can look back and be proud of me. And you know, I'm not perfect, but I'm really just learning to accept the things that I can't change, and really just fighting for my happiness, because happiness is not, you know, easy to stay happy. I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. You know, fighting for your happiness is something that's really hard and really difficult, and staying happy all the time, you know, because there's real life, real world things out here. There's real problems, and you know, maybe my problems may seem little or compared to other people's problems, but that doesn't mean that not everybody has a problem, not everybody has a struggle, everybody has a story. And I just really hope that my story and my struggles can help some of you guys. I haven't even finished my makeup, so I'm just gonna put my lashes on real quick, and then I'll come back and show you guys the final look. I also have to do my hair. It's really hot outside, I don't feel like doing my hair. I might just, like, you know, scrunch it, put some like mousse or whatever. So I'll be right back. So I realized that in the last clip that I was talking with the AC on, so I really don't know if the AC was louder than me. Hopefully not. I have to go through the footage still, but basically I added lashes and put on some lip gloss. This is my favorite lip gloss. Let me show you guys, because it's super cheap. It's from Maybelline. It's the Vivid Hot Lacquer, and it's in the color Unreal, and it's just like a perfect nude gloss. I love it so much. But anyways, I really hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna go do my hair after this, but I just kind of want to end the video here because it is what it is. I'm gonna go do my hair and then probably go out, do a little bit of shopping for my bedroom. That's another thing that, you know, has been really good for me, and change is good. So I'm kind of rearranged the back of my bed. Used to be in the middle of my room, and now it's towards the wall, and I kind of want to just, you know, spice things up in my room a little bit. I think it'll help me feel better, so I'm probably gonna go do some home decor shopping. Sorry, I'm seeing if I have lip gloss in my teeth. But yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say other than, you know, just keep fighting the good fight. I know, you know, life is hard, but really, if you just focus on the good will multiply. Honestly, I strongly believe if you focus on the good things in life, and you really just count your blessings and you continue to move forward, God will open the right things at the right time for you. So if you guys want more like life chit chat type of videos, leave in the comment section down below. That way I can know to do more of these videos. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.